All right, we're stealing and empty. Let me switch over to on duty, not driving. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be doing a 34 before I start any real driving. But let's take a look at this. Just a second. Pop open my thing here and grab my gloves. We're at Walmart, and I'm gonna lube up my fifth wheel. But I just want you to see the kind of stupid shit these dumbasses do. So there's some really bad tribal knowledge going around USA Truck on how to drop a trailer. I know because my trainer tried to teach me to do it this way. Look at these morons. Do you see how low that is? That thing is lower than my frame. So what these dumbasses teach, I'm gonna go to the back and just double check that it's empty before I start hooking up to it. They teach that you're supposed to drop the trailer at least 2 inches from the ground. So the landing gear should be more than 2 inches from the ground whenever you pull out from underneath it. And that is not true. That's wrong. That's not how you do things. That is stupid. If you don't believe me, then you can go check the manufacturer's manual on how to drop the trailer. But this is the kind of stupid shit. Luckily, this trailer is empty, and I'm gonna have to sweep this bitch out. Niagara is really picky about trailers. But if this trailer were loaded, it would be a pain in the ass for me to get the landing gear up. It would be really, really, really difficult. And it would probably take me like 30 minutes because I'd have to put it in low gear. What the hell? Do you see this? This liquid right here? Where's that coming from? Yeah, I'm gonna.
You trying to get up underneath it?
I'm gonna have to jack it up. I was making a video on it, and while I was doing that, I noticed this right here. It looks like I ran over something, and some liquid burst right there.
Yeah. What you may. I've been driving 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
What I normally do is when I get in a situation like this, I lower my airbags. I have me 2 pieces of wood, but like yay wide, something. Get up on the rail and get up just enough to get up underneath that rail with the airbags down, and then hit my button to raise it up and then crank that sucker.
And then do it all over again. You can get underneath it. Yeah. I shouldn't have to do that though because this one's empty. So I should be able to just jack it up. Shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, I was just looking. I've been here 6 years pulling with Crete, and every once in a while we don't have an empty trailer, and I'm supposed to go pick up a load of dog food, and guess what? I ain't got an empty trailer. So they told me to bobtail, but to check to make sure that there's no one here. So.
And they let you ride around the golf cart?
Oh, that's the one that Crete has.
Oh my goodness. You guys must have the nice contract with Walmart.
We have 4 DCs.
Huh.
Here, Mankato, Minnesota, Cheyenne, Wyoming, North Platte, Nebraska.
And you guys are the main carriers for those DCs?
We are the carriers for those DCs, and Fleet comes in and pulls some anyway.
They'll supplement?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen Crete as it says in the Walmart lane. It says Walmart and Crete. This is the first DC I've been to that said that. So this is one of yours that you have the primary contract on. That's pretty sweet.
But here's the best part. We're now pulling dry loads out of Sanger, Texas, to the city, to Oklahoma City. Right now we got 5 loads a day we're pulling going up into the city with, because we got people that deliver down in the city. There's like 170 down there, and then you come back up and it adds extra 120 miles onto their trip, because what they do, they make it just like we have a pre-plan with a load, and they use it as a backhaul. Well, the backhaul is pick up the dry load at Sanger, take it up to Oklahoma City, and drop it one stop and get the empty, and then come back here. We find that here. So it works good because it's giving 450 miles a day when you're getting 4 stops.
So you guys are on some kind of dedicated thing where you're home every day?
I live in Alabama. I live between Mobile and Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, you're not home every day.
892 miles.
So you just come out here, do this for a while, and then go back?
I stay out a month at a time.
Oh, nice.
I got divorced 2 years ago, and my pay significantly went up. It's not because of my ex-wife was wanting the first $400 off my check each week. It was just for the simple fact is now that last year I grossed $70,000. She grossed about 80. Should, but with the coronavirus, we run our ass off during the coronavirus. We hauled it to the store and bagged.
It's been all over the place. There have been boom weeks. There have been bust weeks. I've been all over the place on it.
Well, the thing is, the only company that actually showed a profit for 1 quarter for all of last year, you guys showed $25 profit for 1 year. It was made headlines on USA Today.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've been
Our
doing.
profit margin has been we're at almost 6,000 trucks. The problem is Walmart now says we don't need anybody else for our backup plan. Creek Carrier is the backup plan. That's what they're telling us. And now, so they start pushing more stuff on us. So we keep saying, well, come on, bring it on. And they go like, what do you mean bring it on? Come on, let's go with it.
Hey, that's a good place to be because Walmart is one of the better paying, like as far as the loads that I pick up for USA, Walmart is one of the better paying companies. So they're a good company to have big contracts with.
Any one of these I should say Walmart's trailers, these all the Walmart reefers, that freight pays 6 times what a normal dry van pull freight.
Wow. Never hauled reefer.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
It has its moments and it has its days. And some days it's a piece of cake, and some days you just went out.
I keep hearing about washouts and stuff, and I'm like, I'm too lazy for all that.
We got our washout. We got a washout back. And if we go to a backhaul, they require a trailer to get washed out. We pull it to the Streak and Beacon, or they'll give us some place to go to. If it's off the wall place, we kind of go like, but I mean, when you're turning 2,500 to 3,000 miles in a week, and you're turning 18 stops.
Holy crap, that's a lot of stops. No?
No, when I first came here, I ran 2 4-stop loads into the city in a day. And you hit 4 neighborhood markets, and you come back, and you pick up another one, 4 neighborhood markets. That was 8. That was 8. Now, we don't get paid for the first stop, but the rest of them, we get paid $15 for.
It's not
We're
bad.
on a sliding scale. Anything over 300 miles pays 52 cents. Anything under 50 miles pays 62 cents. Plus $25 for the shag pay.
That's pretty damn good. Well, I'm starting to sweat my ass off, so I'm gonna jack this thing up, get under it, and get under some AC.
If you have some problem, get one of them yard guys to come up here and get you up.
I appreciate it. I think I got it. I'm still young and strong.
Yeah, well, the lady down there, she runs Walmart Transportation.
The one down there in the SUV?
The lady down there.
Oh.
You don't want to piss her off.
She'll ban. She's up high enough that she could ban the whole company. USA Truck.
She is like worse than a Tasmanian devil. I would say she was more. She lands with teeth first, but if you say, Miss Meredith, I have a problem, and here's the problem, and explain it to her, she'll be your best buddy in the world, and she will eat whoever's ass is out that does something wrong.
Oh. So be nice to her.
What she says goes. So,
all right, thank you, sir. Have a good one. I don't know which way I had the phone during that, so I'm gonna set the phone down right here. And is it right side up? All right, we'll set it down right there. Now let's turn it around the other way. And jack this thing up. Looks like I'm gonna be able to do it in high gear. not even with the frame yet. Now this is in high gear. This is a lot faster than low gear. All right, now that might be high enough to get under, but I need to lube my fifth wheel. So I want it high enough that I can drop my airbags, get completely under the trailer, and then pop my airbags up, and then hook. And yeah, this is a long conversation with that crate driver. All right, so let's turn the phone this way. I don't know if you can see me or anything. Hopefully you can. I'm going to lube the fifth wheel, get in the truck, drop the airbags, get underneath it, pop the airbags back up, and then hook. Why did I take my gloves off? Should have done is just open up a tube. tug test is a brake test. It does not check to make sure that the kingpin is properly locked. Always check to make sure that it is locked. Visually check. Alright, now let's do a half-ass inspection. Just check for any damage, anything winging. There's a big chunk out of one of those damn tires. But USA Truck, it's still legal, they wouldn't replace it. This is a damn good looking trailer. I was expecting a piece of shit because the annual inspection was from October of 2019. Can't quite two-finger this one, there's too much resistance. These gloves are not good. These are anti-slick gloves. These are rubber, so they catch. They're not really good at taking the landing gear up really fast. All right. Where are we at? What's going on? So, we're good. Passes inspection. These are actually really good looking tires. Lots of tread. They're aired up really well. Only problem I've seen is that inside tire on the front right there. You see that big chunk it's missing out of it? I think it's still legal. But aside from that, they almost look new. Well, new for recaps, because there's no way in hell that they're putting Berger tires on trailers. So paperwork's good, and it has registration, inspection, and we're all good. Let's get the gloves off, set this down. All right. Oh my goodness. Let me put you back in here. Is that the way? No, that's not the way. That's upside down. Shit, did I have you upside down the whole time? I'm sorry. This is the reason my videos get interrupted. I was in the middle of explaining something and Creek came by. Now he's a nice guy, he was trying to be helpful. But now we're gonna add the asset. So go to the more section in my hours of service, attach a trailer. We're gonna put the trailer number in, search for it. And it's taking forever. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating like crazy. Let me take my glasses off and grab a towel here and wipe some of this damn perspiration off. Jesus, this kind of crap is why I sweat like crazy when I'm doing dropping hooks. Is I have to get out and jack up trailers. I have to, you know, of course, do the inspection and all that stuff. And then I'll occasionally have people come over and want to chalk with me, or some other thing will happen that'll delay me. All right, certified. It finally loaded. Certified previous inspection. Now it's taking forever to load again. Once it gets to the next page, we'll do a pre-trip. Waiting for it to load. No defects. Yes, we're good. So we just attached that trailer. Now what I need to do is, I don't need to do it, but I'm going to scan in the paperwork that they gave me to get out of the guard shack, just for the sake of completeness. I don't think that I need to do this, but I'm going to do this. This is a trailer control record, is what they gave me, and I'm going to scan that in with the load just to be thorough. But let me go ahead and finish my thought on how to drop a trailer before I end the call, because I'm going to have to use my phone to scan in, so I'm going to have to end the video to do that. Whenever you're dropping a trailer, and I've talked about this in previous videos, take the landing gear all the way to the ground until it makes contact with the ground. Not like jack it all the way to the ground and jack it to where it's, you know, picking up off of the tractor. As soon as it touches the ground, as soon as the landing gears flatten out on the ground, that they've made solid contact with the ground, then give it like 1 or maybe 2 more turns, and that's how you're supposed to drop a trailer. That's where the landing gear should be. If you don't believe me, go read the manuals for every trailer manufacturer, and they'll tell you to do exactly what I just told you. Don't listen to these dumbasses that tell you to have the landing gear 6 inches off the ground whenever you pull out from underneath it. That's a good way to break a landing gear. That's a good way to cause trailer damage. Dropping a fully loaded trailer, 45,000 pounds, plus trailers weigh, roughly 10,000 pounds. Dropping 55,000 pounds from 6 inches, that can cause some serious damage. So, and if you have ever loaded one of these trailers, if you ever get in a forklift in one of these trailers where the landing gears are low, the front of the trailer is tilted down, it is scary. It feels like the trailer is about to tip forward. And they'll often have the yard dogs go out there and raise the landing gears on trailers that are too low like that. And they do that a lot at Georgia Pacific, because Miguel and a bunch of other dumbasses run the Georgia Pacific account, and all of them drop the trailers really low. And the yard dogs will go out there and jack the trailers up really, really high, because they're probably pissed off they had to jack the trailers up on every fucking trailer that's dropped there. And then Miguel will lose his shit having to go out there and lower the landing gear on trailers because they're like a foot over over his fifth wheel. But yeah, that's how you're supposed to drop a trailer. That's the way where the landing gear should be. So apparently the black SUV down here to my left is the vice president or senior vice president of transportation for Walmart. So that's somebody that's high enough up in the executive leadership of Walmart that if I did something stupid, they could like ban USA Truck from doing business with Walmart. So, gotta, you know, I'm always like super conscientious of what I'm doing when I'm at a shipper receiver. I'm a really good representative of the company, but it's still good to know that that person is there. I appreciate Crete for telling me, so I can be extra mindful. And also, you'll have some of these like executive leaders that'll like jump out and do ridiculous shit. Like, she might run up to my truck and like start barking orders at me or something. And if Crete didn't tell me who that was, then I'd just be like, okay, and drive off and ignore her. But now that I know who the hell she is, if she runs up there and starts barking orders at me, I know to kiss her ass and do whatever the hell she tells me. But anyway, I'm going to end the video there so I can scan in this paperwork. It's just a random driving video. I think I had other things I was wanting to talk about, but I need to stop the video to scan in paperwork.